Here we go. Cool. Oh wow, look at that. Wow. Cool. That's how you shut down the Oblivion gates. I know that location well. I don't have much to say, but awesome. Yeah. Awesome. Having an even more atmospheric Oblivion, like, I'm totally down with that. Damn. What's going on, guys? So today we're going to be covering something I thought was mere urban legend. No. For weeks I've been seeing a bunch of different channels saying Oblivion remake was going to shadow drop or stealth drop or whatever by Bethesda, and I was just like so skeptical. I would be like, why would they even do it like that? But maybe it was part of their marketing campaign, I don't know, but it seemed to have worked because people have been like building up hype for this for the past couple weeks without any advertising from Bethesda or anything. And so for a little backstory, I got my 360 like the night of release, like the midnight release or whatnot. And we had a few good games like Call of Duty 2 and Quake 4. I even kind of enjoyed Perfect Dark Zero at the time, but it was slim pickings, you know. But the first game I was super excited about was Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, and I still have my collector's edition from the day that it dropped. And it's been my favorite Elder Scrolls. I'd played Morrowind on the original Xbox, and then of course I've played Skyrim since on the 360 and PS4. But Oblivion's always the one that really made me fall in love with the series and really like took me to another world. The graphics were so good for the time back in 2006. And it was just so immersive. It was like exploring a fantasy world in first person, and it was just like, I don't know, if you know, you know. And so yesterday, Bethesda actually announced that today they were going to be dropping something, information about the Oblivion remake or the actual just game on stores. I don't know if it's going to be on Xbox only, well, Xbox and PC, or if it's coming to PlayStation as well, I hope. But who knows, so whatever they're about to reveal about it is upon us. They've had like a countdown video going this morning, and yeah, we're gonna check out what Bethesda has to show us. All right. Yeah, it's probably gonna be just on Xbox and PC, at least for now. So I might have to play it on my computer.
The others, they would take you to the tower. They're behind us. This ends here.
Oh man, the music from Oblivion is so legendary.
You hold our future in your hands. Take with you my blessings and the hope of the Empire. Find him and close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
Classic Patrick Stewart right there. Alright, let's see this baby.
Here we are 20 years later.
Indeed. Indeed we are.
When you think about the Elder Scrolls, to us it goes beyond game franchise.
Yeah, it's the DNA of Bethesda Game Studios.
Obviously, we're working on the 6th chapter here, but what's great about the Elder Scrolls is being able to look back at all of the chapters Skyrim, Oblivion, Morrowind, Daggerfall, Arena, and each of them try to define role-playing games and open-world games for their generation.
Fans got so connected with the worlds we've made and these stories we're telling, and it's really amazing.
Oblivion was a real defining moment in the series and for how we make games as a studio.
I remember that original trailer right there.
I think when it comes to a remaster, we want people to feel the way they did then, but it's still a game of its time. You want to keep those bones in place. You want some of that old charm.
Coming back to Oblivion now with this tremendous visual update is absolutely amazing. It's the world I remember, but better.
There's so much there, both for the Elder Scrolls world and also this evolution of our games, I think is really, really important for people to take a look back.
I can still play the original just fine, but it would be cool to see it with spruced up graphics.
With these people, like, it's really special.
Yeah, there are still quite a few people that I've worked with for that long, and it sort of gave me the warm fuzzies.
Oh my God, it's been 20 years? I think the thing that gets me the most is the music. Like when you hear that music at the main menu, there's just like...
I've actually heard Elder Scrolls music
like
live and in concert
flood
by
of
a
nostalgia.
symphony orchestra. It was awesome.
Oblivion
While they were
is
playing
the
footage of the
beginning
game.
Who I am as an individual, as a game developer, it all starts with it.
I don't even think it took me till release to realize how big this was.
People loved it. Like, they loved it.
Such a key moment in our history of making games and the evolution of how we build these worlds, and having players be able to come back and experience that is really amazing. We had that really special moment of coming out into the world for the first time, what that meant to this game.
Every time we think about Oblivion, it's, what if we could give that moment to everybody again?
Please.
I was born 87 years ago.
We've seen all the old
For
footage.
65 years, I've
That was some of the new footage. Okay, here we go.
But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams.
Old graphics don't bother me though. I can still
Beyond
Oh,
which
wow.
no waking eye has seen.
Here we go. Cool. Oh wow, look at that. Wow.
Whether you're reliving these moments or experiencing
show me
them for
more.
the first time,
That was a
the world
tease.
of Oblivion Remastered immediately looks and feels
Wow.
incredible. When we decided to remaster Oblivion, we were really picky about finding the right partner. From the very beginning of this project, we had one rule. We weren't going to do this if we weren't going to be able to do it right. Our partners at Virtuos went above and beyond to bring our vision to life. The care and love they've poured into the Oblivion Remaster has been absolutely breathtaking.
Virtuous.
Welcome to Paris, and welcome to Virtuos.
I don't know if I know
Our
this
team
studio.
here has been hard at work delivering the best remastered Oblivion experience possible. We've worked with Bethesda Game Studios on other projects in the past, so we know what makes that team and their games special.
We wanted to make the remaster more friendly to gamers with modern hardware. This is Oblivion in its most complete form.
I wonder if they spruced up the dungeons.
It's about time someone
Gave them a little more variety.
Huzzah!
Because that was one of the biggest complaints, that the original was
Those
kind of
familiar
cut
with
and
some Elder
pasted.
Scrolls lore will now be able to experience the events that set the stage for Skyrim.
Wow.
You embark on an epic journey to stop the Mythic Dawn cult.
The time of cleansing draws nigh.
From unleashing the Daedric Prince of Destruction.
What was the Oblivion Crisis? What happened to the previous Emperor of Cyrodiil? Why are there only 8 divines instead of 9? In addition to the core game, the remaster contains all add-ons, including story expansions,
Horse armor,
and Knights of the Nine, so you get the full experience.
On a personal level, it was really important to me to ensure that we're preserving the magic of the original experience. At the end of the day, we're all fans too.
This is a dream project for me, right? I'm a fan. I have been always a fan.
Well, I played Oblivion for perhaps 10,000 hours.
Oblivion was my first Elder Scrolls game, and it was one of the games that made me want to be a game developer.
The best way to describe it would be to call it a love letter.
You will find your own path.
Damn, he's looking rough.
Blood and death before the end.
Cool. That's how you shut down the Oblivion gates. I know that location well.
The technology we used to create the original was cutting edge at the time, but tools have come a long way since then.
Wow. Wow.
The original Oblivion is still the heart and soul of the remaster, but we use Unreal Engine 5 to help achieve all our visual goals. We think of the Oblivion game engine as the brain and Unreal 5 as the body. The brain drives all the world logic and gameplay, and the body brings to life the experience that players have loved for almost 20 years.
But it's not just about pure fidelity. We knew we had to preserve the distinct style, making it as uniquely Oblivion as possible.
Indeed, indeed.
The brush opens a portal into the painting. You're stuck here like I am.
Cool.
The Isles, a wonderful place. Good for a visit.
Wow.
Or eternity.
We've leveraged nearly every major feature from the latest version of Unreal 5.
Our goal was to push the visuals to the next level using the latest technologies. We created brand new, highly detailed character models and stunning landscapes that use millions of polygons in each asset, allowing us a truly impressive level of detail in the world. Every single asset in this game was completely redesigned and handcrafted from scratch.
Really beautiful.
We implemented an advanced real-time lighting system that accurately simulates how light interacts with the environment. This results in more realistic lighting and atmospheric effects. While the original game had limited dynamic shadows, now the entire world reacts naturally to light.
Wow.
We used an incredible new lip sync technology that really enhanced performance in our characters.
He left us a warning. Heed it!
And real tools helped us create the base mesh of our characters.
Doesn't have new
From
voice
there,
acting.
Our artists sculpt each race individually to adapt it to the mesh.
Oh, they still have the same 6 voice actors doing all the voices.
All races, including Argonians, Orcs, and Khajiits, are built on the same base mesh, making the lip sync system more effective even when the characters have very different facial features.
Welcome to the Guild.
We have access to so many modern rendering features. You'll see them in something as simple as running through a forest. Insects flying around, fish swimming in the water, light filtering through the leaves. Thanks to these technological advances, you feel even more immersed in this living, breathing world. You'll really believe you're in Cyrodiil.
I believe you can handle a more complicated assignment. I would like you to retrieve a carved panel from the central chamber of the High Fane.
Yep. There's those dungeon locations. Looking the same as ever.
It's not just visuals that we've modernized in the remaster. It's gameplay.
Okay.
It's UI and UX.
Icicle to the dick.
It's audio. We've updated features and systems across the board.
We've changed the approach to leveling, which I think will make a lot of people happy.
Oh, no more level scaling?
Systems of both Oblivion and Skyrim, so it's the best of both worlds.
Interesting.
We were able to fully recreate the character models, creating a physicality that feels more human. You see that in places like combat animations, where there's a lot more separation between the upper and lower body, and all the animations have more flourish. combat in the original Oblivion didn't have sound effects, visual effects, or hit reactions. Now you'll get blood splatters, sparks, and controller feedback. We know it's a little thing, but little things add up to make the combat more modern and engaging.
There's a proper third-person perspective now. The original had third-person, but there was no crosshair, and we felt the experience could be modernized. One of our goals was to have a third-person view that compared to Starfield in terms of playability. Now, the third-person perspective has all the same control you get from the first-person view.
Oh, that's awesome.
You have my ear, citizen.
That's actually really awesome.
Greetings. How goes it? How are you?
Disk storage limits meant we couldn't have unique voiceovers for all the races. So we've gone back and recorded new lines of dialogue.
Okay, that answers that question.
Each race represented in the game now sounds unique.
Can't stand the sight of those creatures.
We also made sure to keep in all of the quirkier dialogue.
I really like the way they say hello. Sometimes it's so random, and then they just, hi there.
Hi there.
But it's like so nice and creepy at the same time.
Stop. You violated the law. Stop!
That's true.
You violated the law.
Stop, criminal scum.
Stop right there, criminal scum.
Cheese for everyone.
Cheese for everyone! We are going to steal one of the
Gray
Elder
Fox
Scrolls from the Imperial Palace. You need to find the reading room.
I noticed that cowl anyway.
Priests will deliver a scroll to you there. Do not speak to the priests. They're blindfolded. I've chosen you because you are the best. Good luck.
Stop! You violated the law. Your stolen goods are now forfeit. Then pay with your blood.
As games have developed over the past
Man, the
20
lighting
years,
and shadows,
players
man,
have come to expect a certain
make all
suite
the
of tools and
difference.
controls.
Like sprinting. Sprinting is an interesting one because it was such a big debate internally among our teams. Some of us were absolute purists, but ultimately, we decided it's 2025 and people are going to want to sprint. In fact, all of the character locomotion has been completely redone from scratch, and that has a huge impact from the very beginning of the game.
Every single updated or new feature was implemented with the player in mind. It all comes down to what makes Oblivion, Oblivion. What are those features that just immediately come to mind for players when they think of the game?
The mini-games are the mini-games. Those are so iconic to Oblivion.
I was about to say, though.
Like lockpicking. You can put a fresh coat of paint on it, but you can't change it too much because
I like the lockpicking in this game.
Whether you're returning to Cyrodiil or you're a newcomer,
I'm going to follow you and watch you. And
That
worship
fucking
the
guy.
ground you walk on.
you will instantly feel at home. It just feels better. We've modernized a lot, but it's still the same incredible adventure and the same carefully handcrafted world.
Well, it's about time. Do you know how long we've been waiting?
How long?
Oblivion is a core part of the story of Bethesda Game Studios. None of what we're surrounded by right now would be here if we hadn't made that game and if it hadn't been the success that it was. The effort that we put into it, the love that went into it, I think that comes across on the screen.
To have worked on something that people care enough where you're in a position where you can remaster it, it's a privilege.
And now, to help introduce this game to a new generation of players, I feel so lucky.
I really think that people, when they jump back into the remaster, they're going to be shocked at just how good the game looks. The Oblivion gates look absolutely incredible, and I think they're just going to find themselves lost in the world.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Even if it's just the music, for example, just walking around for half an hour in the world, you feel something. And that's precious.
That's what I used to like to do, is just walk around in the world.
But it's better somehow. Like, it's an intangible thing, but
Just
it's like,
soaking it in.
it's new, it's fun, like it's exciting again.
But it's ultimately the same game. There was a lot of respect for what was before, and I think the fans will appreciate that.
From all of us at Bethesda Game Studios
and Virtuos,
we want to thank you for joining us today. Oblivion has
We're
a very
still
special
here,
place in my
guys.
heart, and being able to work on this remaster and bring it to a new generation of players has been an incredible experience. We were too excited to get it in your hands and didn't want to just show it off to you and then make you have to wait.
Is it launching today too?
The best part of my job is that I get to be the one to announce that the Oblivion remaster will be available today.
Damn. That's awesome.
I was born 87 years ago. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. This is the 27th of last seed, the year of Akatosh 433. These are the closing days of the Third Era and the final hours of my life.
Cool.
I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. This is only the beginning. Worse is yet to come. Looks clear.
A trap! The time of cleansing draws nigh.
Who now will save us from the coming darkness?
Sorry, I'm just enjoying this. I don't have much to say, but awesome. Yeah. Awesome.
Here you must find your own path.
Having an even more atmospheric Oblivion, like, I'm totally down with that. Damn.
Find him and close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
I know all that dialogue like the back of my hand. On what? Just Xbox and PC? Oh, a PS5! Yes! And I just started Persona 4. No, I mean Persona 3. Elder Scrolls 4. It's all blending in my head. I was literally expecting it to just be Xbox and PC for some reason, and I'm so happy it's on PlayStation as well. I might have to get this right now and stream it in a little while. Even though I've already saw Persona, this could be something I occasionally drop in and like mess around in. But at least just to check it out, experiencing it, because I'm sure playing this remaster will feel like the way the original game felt in 2006, because it had some of the best graphics and immersive graphics I had ever played at the time. It was like the first game that felt next gen to me when the 360 era started. And so, yeah, I have some of my best gaming memories from back then were playing Oblivion. And so, yeah, this is kind of awesome. Well, more than kind of awesome. And so, yeah, I can't believe this turned out to be real. I thought everyone was full of shit. Now we have today already dropped probably, Oblivion Remaster. I'm about to go look on the PlayStation Store right now. So, you guys let me know what you think down below. Let me know. Be sure to be on the lookout for a possible live stream today of Oblivion Remake. And hell yeah. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.